everybody. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Kasia, and today with me I have Miss Tanisa and some of our 2020 interns, Malika and Cherish. Now I'm going to hand it off to Miss Tanisa to introduce the others.
Hey everybody, I'm Miss Tanisa, the founder and executive director of Detour, also known as Fancy. I'm glad that you guys are joining us today. Happy to have this conversation about our ambassador program. So I'll have some of our other ambassadors introduce themselves. I'll kick it off to Malika.
Hey guys, I'm Malika and I'm a part of the 2020 Ambassador Program. And my role is I help lead the middle school club at O'Farrell. And now I'm gonna kick it off to Cherish.
Hi everyone, my name is Cherish. I am one of Fancy's 2020 ambassadors and I am in charge of Fancy's social media.
So, with our 2020 Ambassador Program coming to an end, today we're just going to be talking about just really what we've gained from the Ambassador Program as a whole and just really what to expect next year from the Ambassador Program. So first, I'm gonna start with you, Ms. Tanisa. So can you just give us an overview of what the actual ambassador program is?
The ambassador program is the height of our leadership academy. So the Fancy Leadership Academy starts in middle school, so girls are able to join. Really, they can join at any age, but the start of it all and where we hope that the girls would join would be in middle school so that we can cultivate those relationships on up through high school. So by the time they're in 11th and 12th grade, we expect them to have leadership roles within the organization and within the Leadership Academy. And that is the Fancy Ambassador Program, where they participate in a paid internship program that gives them the opportunity to operate in leadership roles, within the organization. And what that looks like, it's going to be different for each ambassador. So some of the girls run social media, some of the girls actually facilitate workshops for our younger girls. There's no limit really as to how they can contribute to the organization through their ambassador roles.
And I know you're saying you said the ambassador program was like the height of the leadership program. Like in that, I
Yes.
know it's like the leadership. No, sorry, the ambassador program. It's a little more like limited as to like how old you have to be, like certain requirements. And I know it was something that I looked up to when I was first starting in Fancy because I started in middle school. So I was always
Right.
like, oh, the ambassador program. That's definitely something I want to do.
Yes, yes. And so the goal of it is so that you can have a internship opportunity with us that will teach you the baseline level of how to hold a job, really, how to get those soft skills that you need in order to communicate in the workplace, how to be responsible, how to be accountable, things of that nature, how to speak up for yourself, how to get different skills that you need. I know, Kasia, you went through the tech entrepreneurship camp that taught you more about how to run YouTube, and now you're running our YouTube channel. So it is an opportunity for you to get the baseline level of skills and experience that you need in order to then apply for internships within the fields that you're actually interested in and also jobs that you qualify for. So
Mhm.
we want it to be fancy ambassador program, intern program, and then employment as
Mhm.
you are going throughout your educational journey.
And Miss Denise, I keep hearing you mention like it's preparing you for a job, and I know Cherish, you've had a couple of jobs. So, could you
Yes.
speak as more as to like how the ambassador program has helped you in your work, if it has any?
I feel like the ambassador program has helped me with the sense of letting the people I work with communicating better and letting them know, hey, I can't do this or I can do this, whether or not like I'm busy that day or not, if I can come in. It just helps me communicate better, create accountability in both family ambassadorship and the workplace.
Mhm.
Yes, because that's very important, especially, I'm an adult. I've been working for at least 20 years of my life now, and communication is definitely key. Um, and I feel like the earlier you can get that information and that knowledge, the better off your journey will be. So, we talked about the ambassador program and how it's the height of the leadership academy because it's just like you said, Kasia, it's the pinnacle. Like you want to strive to become an ambassador because then that means that you have successfully transitioned, within and throughout the program. So, what has you guys' experience been so far with the ambassador program? So, Malika, how has your experience been?
Well, I've been in, um, I'm not sure how long ago it was, but I've been in the ambassador program before, but I wasn't really like, it wasn't like how it is now, like where you get to help, like, since I'm like leading the middle school club, it wasn't like where you get to actually lead. It was like you're like kind of like in the back, like looking and
Yes,
watching.
yes,
But now it's like I've gained more leadership skills, and even though it's like on Zoom now, everything is online. I feel like it's helped me a lot become a better person, and it's helped my communication skills because I'm a bad communicator, even though I'm still struggling a little right now. But it's helped
you're
a
doing
lot.
great.
Okay. Um, it's helping me for the future if I like say
Absolutely.
if I wanted a career in with kids, like the middle
Mhm.
school kids, I like leading them. So yeah.
Yeah,
And
definitely. And that was a change that we made because we wanted to make it simulate real life, right? We don't want to give you guys things to do that aren't going to mean much in the workplace. We didn't want to have you filing papers and things like that. We wanted to provide opportunities that were relevant because we know that middle schoolers connect to high schoolers, sometimes faster than they do to adults. So putting you guys in positions that were more relevant, more realistic, and more of a representation of what the program is, that's definitely something that we wanted to do. And we know that public speaking is like feared more than death. So, like the soon as we could get you guys out there, in front of people and get you used to talking to people, then the more comfortable you'll be, not only, in front of people, in front of middle schoolers, but also in front of your peers, in front of, other adults, in front of companies and people that will give you opportunities along the way. That's something that, is to come, right? So all of those things encompass, the thought behind the positions that we have you all apply for the ambassador program.
yeah, and like just how Malika was saying that she's been in the ambassador program before, so have I. But I noticed that this year it just seems a lot more structured and like
Yes,
the things we do and much more like hands on. And I think that's a good like it's great because it's just like something that you never did before, something that you
right.
didn't know you would be good for, because I didn't know I had any interest in doing like YouTube videos and recording. But the ambassador program, it's really, I guess, like opened my eyes to the
Mhm.
things that I could be doing, and just like seeing like all the background of how things are done, like applying for monetization grants and editing and just
Yes.
reaching out to people. I think that the ambassador program is just it's really helped like broaden those skills.
Yes, definitely, definitely. And we're glad to provide that opportunity. And we don't limit you all, right? We take into consideration the feedback that you have, and the suggestions that you have, because we know that we don't know everything, and especially with like social media and YouTubing and things like that. So we rely on you to also teach us at the same time that you're learning, how to improve your skills in these areas. And the goal for me, the big goal for me with the ambassador program is to one day have you all leading all aspects of Detour, right? All aspects of the Fancy Academy, and even the Fancy Ambassador program, I believe should be led by the youth, because the program is for youth, you know? And a lot of people in my position that run an organization, they don't think about succession planning, and they want to hold the keys to all the gates and not release any of the information that it takes to run a successful organization. But that's just not my idea of having an organization breathe and live well beyond your term. So
Mhm.
Detour is something that I've started, and who knows what's to come in the future. I know that what we're working on now is seeing you all operate in leadership roles so that, the adults can get out the way.
And I think that's really what makes like the ambassador program and Fancy as a whole just so great. It's just like a big learning process for everyone. It's
Yes,
not closed-minded at all. I think there's something to be gained from everyone,
right.
from either the ambassador program, the leadership academy. But yeah, I just think that it's just there's no like limit to what you can do in the ambassador program. And I think like with the help of, Miss Tanisa and some of the other staff that help with the ambassador program, it's just everything is within reach, I
Yep,
would say.
absolutely, absolutely. So, Cherish, how has your experience been?
Like Kay just said, I feel like being a part of Fancy as a whole, it contributes to everything. So being in the Leadership Academy, it taught me the leadership skills that I needed. And then becoming a part of the ambassador program, it lets me put those skills to hand, like physically, like actually doing something rather than learning how to use it. I'm and then I'm putting it to work. And I
Hmm.
feel also allowed me to gain just skills like interning. Like for future, I'm like, oh yeah, I've interned before. I've interned for
Right.
Fancy. I know a little bit of how to internship so I can do better. And with the next opportunity that comes along, I can add more and more experience that I already have.
Yep, definitely. Great.
And then like as far as what Cherish was saying about like it's like really one they tie into each other like the leadership academy and the ambassador program. I think they're just like such good segue programs for each other because like the leadership program they teach you how to lead, and then
Hmm.
ambassador program they teach you how to like further extent of your leadership to make it more like let's say useful
Hmm.
and like real life. Not saying that the leadership program isn't, but I think the ambassador program is much more practical considering like how quickly things are changing around us
Yeah.
and really how quickly high school is going by. It's just like so there's so much like good use that you can put to it really.
Right. Yeah. I agree. I agree.
So yeah, we're basically continuing on how on our experience has been in the program. I think like my experience in the ambassador program, it's really just been really just learning. Like I learned so much within like these past couple months, like since we've started last summer. I just learned so much skill that I never knew that I would need. Like you never know when you're gonna need to make a quick little video for, I don't know, maybe a college scout, a little
Yes.
somebody
Yes.
asking you to showcase your greatest abilities. You just never know when you're gonna need this stuff.
Yes, because that does happen.
Mm-hmm.
It does happen. I applied for a leadership program in 2018 and they wanted a video.
Mm-hmm. It's like you never know like when you're gonna need like a professional skill like this, and it really never hurts to learn it.
Right.
So the fact that like we're just able to learn really whatever you want, and it's not like I'm just restricted to just doing the YouTube. I've also had hands helping in Instagram and Cherish in the social media. I've had like some looks at what Malika and Derek and some of the other college ambassadors do as far as like leading the middle school groups. Like I think it's all very like just makes you look a lot more well-rounded once you can say, "Oh yeah, I did that." And like really like going like into more of the college thing, that's really like a big thing in college as I began to learn leadership and like how you've built your character over the years
Hmm.
and like just really like how you've spent your time, how you've just improved yourself.
Yep.
So I think that like the ambassador program is just super like one of like the fundamentals of the things you need to do to really get yourself out there.
Yep, definitely. And then you guys planned the back to school drive. That seems like it was so long ago. It
It
was only
really
like a couple months ago.
Yeah, and even like with the planning thing right now, even we're planning this youth event with Hands On San Diego, and I don't know how many doors that's gonna open for me because
Right.
even like with the back to school drive, I made some like really good connections with that, and it's just like great to say, yeah, I planned that, I did that, and even just to say, yeah, I gave back to my community. That was really
Yeah,
all the validation that I needed.
definitely, definitely. So, Cherish, what about you?
I feel like what I from the ambassador program is just like putting my skills at hand. I've been able to communicate a lot better, and then I get to network and while talking to new people. And it helps, like Kay just said, with the event planning. Like it's just a skill that you could always use in the future. Like somebody be like, "Hey, do you think you can help me plan this?" Like anything, like in college, like, do you think you can help me plan this event so I can learn new people that I can help that could help after college to find a job. I'm like, yeah, I planned an event before. Like, that's no problem. It just helps you with things that you may need in the future and the skills that you may have not known before.
Yes,
Mm,
absolutely.
totally agree.
Absolutely. Malika?
My experience has been very good since I'm leading the middle school club, since I'm helping in the middle school club. I'm like, it's not like just leading the middle school club. It's like you have to plan for it. Like I'm doing the icebreakers with my other two ambassadors, Kimberly and Derica, and it's like getting to learn to work with others and not just be in charge. It's like you're teaching the
Mhm.
teacher, I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it's like
And it's like,
teamwork.
yeah, like teamwork. And it's helping me with my people skills.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dope.
that's great. And then Miss Tanisa, I'm gonna like kind of gear this question more towards you. And I know this is something you spoke on before, but like what
Mhm.
is your overall goal for the ambassador program?
So the overall goal is again to get you all equipped for the world beyond high school. If you can graduate high school and already have work experience through an internship, already have contacts from networking, and already have skills that you need in order to excel after high school, that's the goal of the ambassador program, is for you to build upon your plan for what you're going to do after high school, which should include college, or a trade school, or the military, but also things that you're interested in. So the ambassador program is something that allows you to say, hey, this is something that I'm really interested in and I want to continue on this journey. Or no, I don't want to do that. I tried that. I didn't like it. So I'm going to try something else. It's all about career exploration and you also exploring your own interests, because the more you know about yourself, the better decisions you'll make moving forward, and you won't get stuck at a job or in positions that you're only going to stay in for a couple of months because you don't really like being there. So the main goal is for you to find out more about yourself, learn more about yourself, and then two, to have more goal alignment for what you're going to do after high school.
And really like to just have the opportunity to hit the ground rolling, wouldn't you say?
Right. Right.
It's always good to have your foot in as many doors as you can, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. So, an example would be if you all are in the ambassador internship program and then you segue into a company, you're participating in their internship program, which may lead you through college, because a lot of companies have internship programs for high school and college individuals. So if you're able to segue into something like that, and then once you're done with college, be able to work for that company, if that's something that you're actually interested in, that's success for us, because we were able to start you on a journey at a young age that allowed you to accomplish your goal, right when you finish college. A lot of people spend years trying to figure out what it is that they want to do, and they go here, there, and everywhere, wasting time because they just don't know. So the earlier you can start in on what you're actually interested in, getting hands-on experience in that and getting connections, the better, because then that will land you in a situation, in a job or an internship that actually aligns with you and who you are and what you actually want to do.
Mhm. And I heard you mention like success and Cherish. I would consider you successful at your age because I know you're working, but you also have your business, right? And then as far as that, could you say like, I don't know if the ambassador program has helped you with your business in any type of way? I know like maybe you've had some extra help in the social media department. Maybe that's helped you expand your business as far as that.
Yes. Working with fancy social media allows me to like just see what people like to see, if like saying stories, or like how we had the conversation about posting and then posting it on your story so that other people can see it, or like not other people but more people can see it if they missed a post. Just allows for me to use that in my own business, because if I post a picture, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that when I post on fancy, when I posted on the story, more people seen it. So on my business, I can post a story, post the post and then also post on the story to get more people to see the content that I want. And I feel like Fancy just, the ambassadorship, sorry, the ambassador program also helps me just with all aspects like my business, working, and just like everyday life. It just adds to my skills that I already have.
Mhm.
Excuse me, that is great to hear. All
Dope,
right.
dope.
Well, I think we just have a couple more questions and then we can wrap things up. So with our 2020 ambassador program coming to an end and the application process opening back up for new ambassadors, Miss Tanisa, are there any like expectations you hold for interested ambassadors or upcoming ambassadors?
Yes, so one is commitment, 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 commitment. You get into something what you put out of it. So we definitely are looking for ambassadors that are committed to the program and committed to learning and growing with us. The 2021 Ambassador Program is really going to focus on the 6 essential skills that you need for the workplace that was put out by the San Diego Workforce Partnership. They are the local leader in workforce within the County of San Diego, and they have surveyed hundreds of employers and asked them what are the 6 essential skills that people need when they're applying for a job and in order to become successful in the workplace, and they identified those. So we're going to spend a lot of time on that. We're also going to kind of marry what we've been doing with service learning curriculum. So we know that we have been doing service learning. We're going to just add the theory behind it. So I'm excited about that as well. Overall, girls who are just enthusiastic about the work that we do, serving teen girls of color. We're based out of southeastern San Diego, so the majority of us come from that area or go to school in that area, but you don't necessarily have to be from that area. That's just where we're located and where we do the majority of our work. Um, and just leaders, girls that want to lead moving forward, girls that want to blaze trails like you guys are doing.
And then I just wanted to kind of like speak on the commitment piece a lot. I know that that's something that's really like reiterated in the program as a whole, just like the importance of commitment and like really that's an essential skill in life, not so much like the job scene, but just life. Like if you don't have your commitment to anything, then nothing's really committed to you. Cherish, how could you speak on your commitment to the ambassador program and what you've been doing?
I feel like as for the social media ambassadorship, my commitment just comes in making sure that I'm posting when I'm supposed to, which is Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Getting the summaries done and letting Miss Tanisa know like what hey, I'm gonna post this on this day and this day, just so that it aligns with what we're supposed to be doing and making sure that she knows like what's going on with my part of the ambassador program.
Mhm.
Mhm. That's great.
Yeah, and coming together, I know this upcoming season we're going to be meeting every week because it's great when we're able to all come together and touch base as a team. Not only are you learning individually, but it's also, a collective cohort, and you'll find a certain magic that comes out of going through something with a group of people.
Mhm.
So whether it be, you guys can kind of connect this to your life, but I know like the people that I went to grad school with, the people that I'm in the leadership program with, like different cohorts of people, that are all going through the same thing. It just builds a camaraderie because remember, you have to network, network, network moving forward. And the more people that are also striving and reaching towards the goals that you're reaching towards, the better probability that you'll have for success because you are who you surround yourself with. So if you're consistently surrounding yourself with people that are like-minded and goal-oriented and also want to do great things, then that's something that we advocate.
Mhm. And then before we wrap things up, Miss Tanisa, can you just speak on like where people can find like applications for the upcoming ambassador program and like who it's geared towards? Just pretty much that.
Yes, so it's geared towards high school girls from the 10th and the 12th grade, 10th through the 12th grade. And you can visit our Instagram page, the bio in our Instagram page, and that has the application there. So
Mm.
after the application period closes, we will do interviews and then we will speak to those who were selected about getting started.
Well, thank you all so much for being here and talking with us. It was a great conversation, I would say. If there's anything you all would like to say, please go ahead. Um, but if not, then
You guys have any final
yeah,
words?
any final words, any final kumbayas?
Good luck and God
If you're
blesses.
trying to be an ambassador,
What'd you say?
good luck if you're trying to be an ambassador.
It's okay. We're not cutthroat. We don't bite. Everybody should apply if you think it's something that you're interested in.
Yes.
I
Yes,
was
yes.
thinking about joining the ambassador program. Just join it because you never know what you're missing. I think it's a good opportunity just to learn new skills and put them to the test. Like, see, oh, am I good at this? I don't know, but it's an internship, so why not try it?
Yeah, absolutely. You don't know until you try.
Right. You don't know what you don't know.
Yes, absolutely.
Right. Well, once again, thank you all for being here, and we'll see you guys later.